So I'm starting to realize what created the reader in me. Like the actual reader, like being able to understand tarot. And I always thought that because it started off when I lost my mother, that it was my calling because of the fact that I took it in such a deep way that it turned my spirit around to where it made me think. Just it made me think that there could be another way out there to still get the same love that you got from a loved one that you lost. And I was so determined to find that, to the point where I started studying things that made me feel closer. I don't think anybody in the world really realized how much losing her affected me. It changed the trajectory of my chart. I no longer was the woman that I was, or the girl growing up into a woman that I could have been from the beginning because of something like this happening in my life. But I was forced to look at it as a turning point, or this is the way that you become a woman and you grow up not feeling like you need somebody or something. But I was never afraid to tell the world that my mother was my everything. She was everything that I could come to count on when I just needed real good, genuine advice. She was my help to grow up. And I mean that literally, because the things that I chose to do and the situations I ended up in only happened because of the fact that I had to endure certain things in my process of becoming a woman without the woman that actually raised me. And unfortunately, this world has pushed us in a way to make us believe that only a certain amount of our childhood is what we need in order to just be a decent human being. The rest of everything else, you don't need a mother for that. You don't need to understand life. You can understand life in your own way. You're going to find out anyway. But I realized that the experiences that I've been dealing with without my children, and the stories that I have to be able to tell them from what I've learned, is gold in the midst of the life that they have to live. No computer or meme can explain the experiences that I've been in. And I feel that we all go through those things when we have to feel like we're in the presence of having to raise ourselves in a moment of life. I feel we all have to go through that in order to give that information to the offsprings that we bring on this earth. I mean, what other responsibility could be greater than giving your offspring the pastures and the good advice from experiences that you've learned to help them on their journey of experiences? You don't think that they're going to go through anything similar, let alone the same thing that you've been through? I do. I know so. So, having a mother on this earth is something that we all should appreciate. Never take it for granted. Whether she irritates you or she don't talk to you at all, anything that you get from a mother is an understanding in life that will help you on your own journey in learning yourself. That really took a turn. I really didn't come on to say that part, but like I said in the beginning, I don't think anybody understands how that changed me. And I'm not really in a mood to be able to explain it. I'm not really in a mentality to feel that I need to explain it because it's my own journey, it's what happened to me. So no, I don't express it the way that I feel it. I just feel it. I experience it, I go through it. And I keep that expression for the ones that are, I wouldn't say worthy, but what they take from my expression is actually something that can change something in their lives because of how they feel about me and what I'm talking about, or how I feel about what I'm talking about. So I'm just very selective on who I give my emotions to. Aquarius. We can't help it. And that's experience's fault. Of course. We are who we are. But I came on here mainly to say that I don't feel that actual action that happened, me losing my mom, is something that actually pulled me towards reading tarot or being able to understand how to read tarot. I believe that the real true reason that tarot found me, because it most definitely found me, I believe that it found me because of the energy that I possessed when I was growing here on this earth. Wherever my past energy ended in a former life, it brought me to this life with more of an intuitive understanding about how things work and social life happens. I've mainly only had a number of friends that I can count on my hand. I've never really been a part of groups, institutions, and things. But I have inspired many people in my surroundings and in my environment. So I always knew that meant something. But I didn't know whether it meant something good or something bad. So I let it go, I never let it change me. I looked at it as something, obviously, that was important. So I continue to be myself, but I feel that tarot is one of those things where you have to really deeply understand an emotion and what builds that emotion. The series of things that happen to provoke that emotion. And, that's really just the basis of things. But I feel like that was one of the initiating things that happened to me. That leaned me towards a greater understanding of tarot and how it picked me, how it chose me out of anybody else that I would tell about it. During that time I was learning about it, I even told my mother about it, and she, didn't really understand it much and didn't really want me to try to dig deep into something that you don't understand. But But I had to learn something in this lifetime that nobody told me to learn but God. Nobody put me in a position to have to figure this situation out in this realm but the Most High. And that's what made me continue, no matter what people would say about it. I continued amongst myself. I didn't want to pull nobody in it that didn't want to be in it. But I wanted people to be known that this is where I am and what I do. And if you want to push yourself towards it to understand it yourself, then let that be something that was called unto you. Don't let it be the reason of, because, oh, I see Tori doing it, and, you know, she could do it. Anybody could do it. I mean, she's cool, laid back. She, you know, she don't judge people at all, and she don't do this. You know, you don't get into something this powerful because of outside inspiration. So yeah, I feel like I had to say that, you know. I'm a reader. Hi, everybody. It's nice to meet you. Again, you've seen my channel and been to my channel. You already met me, but let me just reintroduce myself with this story, because I just feel a lot of people are very confused about me because I just throw videos out here and there, but that's just because I'm trying to wrap up content that kind of accumulates with all different categories at once. So it's more of just me trying to split things into different categories at this time and having a focus point on one thing at a time. Yeah. With collaboration, that helps very much. And I think the collaborators that have been working with me during this time, when it comes to beauty, but I am still trying to give you more content on intuitive readings and inspirational growth, understanding yourself, self-care, and all the important things. I just want to talk about important things. And that's what you will understand about me or learn about me more and more on this channel. It will become more and more exciting. Thank you for sticking around. Toodles.